I'm sure that you guys have noticed the high prices the same as I have. Now, some people are spending $800 and $900 a month more than what they used to. And I guess it really does depend on what size family you have and how much you actually, eat meat or, your preference when it comes to food, on how much more you're going to spend now and how much more you're even going to spend in the future. Because there's a lot of people that their grocery bill, they say it's gone up $800, $900, $1,000, $1,500 a month. Mine has gone up compared to what it was before. Now, I don't buy a lot of groceries. I don't. But everything has gone up in price, so you can't escape paying more. You just can't. Lemons are more than they used to be. Avocados are more than they used to be. Beans or potatoes are more than they used to be. And so, if those are just basic things that you buy on occasion, you're paying more than what you used to. Now, sometimes you can find things on sale. And it's going to bring us to a point where we're going to have to change the way we actually cook, because we can't afford to cook maybe the way we have been cooking because of the high prices. And so we're going to have to move away from meat. And that's what I want to talk to you about and give you a recipe on. Now look at this pepperoni. I buy this and for pizza, and it's gone up. But I noticed something. It's not refrigerated. And I said, maybe it's one of those items that doesn't have to be refrigerated. Something to think about, because I am trying to move away from refrigerated and freezer foods. But tuna fish, everything, it's gone up. Salmon, it's all going up. 50 cents, $1, $2. It's just incredible at the prices and how much things are costing now. It's more than I want to pay. But I'm going to give you a recipe, and it's going to be meatless, although normally you either use cheese or meat. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious chiles poblanos. They can be made with 2 different ingredients that are cheap. And most of the time, they are made with hamburger or cheese. I'm not going to use hamburger. I'm going to use beans, refried beans, just smashed up, and that's it. But you could also use mashed potatoes. Those are cheap too. I just bought a 5-pound bag for $1. Very cheap compared to hamburger meat and compared to cheese. So, join me and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, I have some nice chili pasillos here, roasted. The skin cleaned off of them as much as possible. Sometimes you get little pieces that are not they don't come off very easily. Now, I'm going to show you. See how those seeds in there? A lot of people will do this in the sink, but I think that wastes a lot of water. So this is what I do. I put them in here, in this bowl of water, and I just work the seeds like so. And, keep working them, especially around the top part. I got a lot of scars from gardening on me, my wrists and hands and everything. But you see how that is? They're much cleaner, much easier this way. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this. Just wanted to show you how I do this, and I'm going to show you something. Just keep watching. You're going to really love this idea. I'm going to show you something now. This chile, they're, like I said, pasilla, chile poblano. They're normally stuffed with cheese or seasoned hamburger meat, which is extremely expensive right now. So, think outside the box. This costs 50 cents a pound for me. when I bought them. And that's exactly what I'm going to stuff this with, is beans. And of course, I'm going to mix up my eggs, beat them up, and till they're nice and fluffy. Let's get this done first, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, here it is, the whites. I'm going to add some of the yellows to this, but I'm not going to add all of it. My dogs will enjoy it. My cat will enjoy the rest of the yellows. I'm going to stop this because this makes way too much noise for me to put it in the video. So while I'm mixing this, I'm just going to stop. And I'll be back as soon as I got it mixed in. Okay. Now I have some of these floured already, and I'm going to dip it down inside of this. And I am going to put it over here in the skillet that I have off to my side. Let me grab my camera. See what I'm doing there? And I'm going to cook this. And let me get another one in there, and we'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. I dipped it in the, you saw me, I had flour on them, and then I dip it into the beaten egg white where I added just a few of the yellows, and then I'm frying them in the skillet here. And on that back there, you see something red in that little white pot, and that is tomato sauce. Now, my family loves tomato sauce on them. I actually like chili Colorado over them. That's where you boil the long red chilies, you puree them and make a sauce out of it. I like pouring that over them. But I will admit the tomato sauce is extremely good, kid-friendly, and cheap. Cheaper than the chili Colorado would be, you know. So what I do is, you can see the egg whites, some of it stuck to the bottom here, is I push this over. Now, sometimes you can put two in the skillet, and that's fine, but sometimes you can't, because sometimes they're just too big. Yeah, and then they become harder to flip. Now, I'm going to try, there we go. See? I sometimes use the little stem handle to help me flip them. And then I'm going to cook this on this other side here. I have a few more to go here, but I really wanted you to be able to see how I cook these. And I'm going to do a few more. And I'm probably going to show you again how to cook it. So you can get a good idea what I'm doing here. This is more to help you to understand that if you don't have what maybe something is normally made with, like cheese or hamburger meat, because cheese is $4.50 a pound here, $5 in some places. That's too much money. But that takes quite a bit of cheese to fill these. Hamburger meat is the same, but beans are cheap. Remember I told you pinto beans were one of my favorite beans. This is why. They're used in so many foods. But let me get this done here, and I'll get it plated and show you. It's going to be delicious. There's one more thing I would like to show you about this, okay? Right here is the top part of this chili. Well, when you flip it over, a lot of times it doesn't cook good right in here. So, and I can stand it up on end and brown it, but some people can't. So what you can do is, while you have it here, splash a lot of hot oil with your spatula on it until you get it cooked a little better. And you may have to turn it to do more evenly, but if you keep doing that, you will actually cook this top section right there. You'll get it brown. It looks kind of white because actually the light from my kitchen window is hitting right there. And so it looks real white, but it's not. And then you flip oil over the top of it. I need to get some over here because it keeps it from splattering the egg everywhere and, you know, separating from the chili itself. It keeps it more on the chili if you do that. Okay. I just wanted you to see that. And the top of that now will be cooked. The egg white won't be so runny. Okay? And we'll be back when we're ready to plate this up. Okay, this right here, this is what they call sopa. I have a recipe in one of my videos on how to make this. This is the salsa that I was telling you about that's made with the tomato sauce that I'm going to pour over the top of this. I'm going to spoon it. This is my family's favorite. I add some water to this tomato sauce, but this is how they like to eat it. And it truly is wonderfully delicious. It really, really is. But I hope you'll try it. And this is there's people out there who really like this. They love the chili poblanos. But they don't make them anymore because they say, well, that costs too much. Too much on hamburger meat and too much for cheese. I can't afford that. You can afford the beans. So, hope you'll try it. And God bless and have a blessed day.